So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. He's going to use a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It is Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10 from the 43. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. The Amador Lenore, they're on the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he stops as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground. Give it to him again. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
He's going to throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Ready up.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Set. Bronco 80.
They're going to try to throw for it. On the move, headed right. And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Now again, running right. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Don't jump. Ready? 331. 330. Out. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go, sir. Hey, Ken.
To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. Has a hole left, room to run. He does it, touchdown Arizona. The Cardinals get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. 49ers nothing.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded by Henderson. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Go, go. Go. Right.
Fields on 3rd. Gets this one to London. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
A gain of 24 yards. And the 49er first down.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
There are times quarterbacks got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Right.
Field throwing here. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Here we go. Here we go. Right.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. So gain 15 there. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here we go. Right. Who's the get? Who's the Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. Is that all right?
Throwing again, it's Fields. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here we go. Angel, Angel, Angel. Is that all right?
Fields now on third. It's his running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not getting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
Here we go, son. 19 seconds. Press. Bunch right. Get out.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers start to fight back for their first points of this game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
And just like that... The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Half the 60. Half the 60.
They'll begin this drive with Benson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Shaq.
Rolling back, gets the handoff. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
So 1st down from the 41.
Go. Go. Ready. Bravo 80. Go.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to get it past midfield and down on the 49er side.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Benson now from the gun. And he'll get them enough for a first down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Cardinals in front here at State Farm Stadium. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, second and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Third down from the gun. That one's good to McConkey. And he stopped cold at the spot. He will keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. First down now, ball at the 33.
19, go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Timberwolf, 60 Maverick, 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60, 7 Pirate, 7 Pirate.
They'll look to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. 72 Wolves, go.
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Fourth down, pass coming. He finds it beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Broncos.
From the red zone now. Here's a screen to Benson. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime. Trey Benson, the touchdown. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded by Henderson. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
'49ers to the line. First and 10.
Here we go. 19 win, 19 win. Here we go. All right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Look at that power, deep left side. It's grabbed inside the 30. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's first and 10 inside the opposing 30. Fields out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up second down. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times can't get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Green 19, tonight.
Now it's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
All plays on the table here for third and 3.
Here we go. Go.
Looking to throw Fields. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They'll come up on first and 10.
Here we go.
Fields looking to throw. Will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
picked by Marquis Siegel. And he's into the end zone for the pick six for San Francisco. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded by Henderson. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
You've set it downs for him from the 31.
Here we go, tonight. Tonight.
This is a design look for Fields. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now Fields. On the screen, this is Sampson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Emptying the backfield here. The offense going 5 wide on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
Makes the tackle. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. It's Benson on the give. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They'll run here on first down. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Gonna pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.